Why did you choose this particular area to embellish Pakistan's image?
This was passion driven,
Even I didn't know so much. Jewels are spread all around.
There has to be something we need to do really to promote our tourism.
You have also started the news element of your Discover Pakistan.
We focus on positive things.
So how is your rating going on in terms of your viewing? Probably
10 out of 10, When we started the TV channel, task was to repair, to uplift our perception. We have the largest viewership internationally. Anybody can just search by world's first AI talk show and they will see that.
So everybody there is an AI.
Is an AI.
Avatar, basically.
Absolutely.
A very warm welcome from our London studios. I am Sohail Qureshi and I'm bringing a very important and a spectacular guest today who has flown in to London from Pakistan. As we all know, Pakistan is an enigmatic country with amazing landscapes, geography, and most importantly, brave and intelligent people. On one hand, we know that Pakistanis have been going out of the country in drones, sometime in the boats, and unfortunately dying there in the sea, only to reach the land of riches. And on the other hand, there are jewels, there are son of the soil, there are great Pakistanis who have been working abroad and earning a huge amount of capital, and then they decide to go back and to do something for the motherland. So today I have a very special guest, Mr. Kaiser Rafiq, who is the CEO, founder and owner of a thriving channel called Discover Pakistan, which has hundreds of million views with over 150 employees. And just like National Geographic or BBC Earth or Discovery Channel wants to bring the accurate, fair and impartial picture of Pakistan to the world, something similar to our ideology of Quews.news. So again, a very warm welcome to you, Kaiser Sahib. Thank you very much for visiting our channel.
Thank you so much, Dr. Sohail. I really appreciate that for having me in your studio. And I would say this is really a brilliant studio of Quews. And I'm really impressed.
Yeah, you're welcome. But I tell you, this is just a miniature comparing to your achievement, what you have done. And I had been really meaning to have an interview with you, and I'm really glad and proud that you have come and visited us here. So first, just tell us about Discover Pakistan. How did this idea come to you, and where are you at present for this channel?
Well, Dr. Sohail, as you are working while sitting in London, you are trying to work for Pakistan. So our hearts, they beat with Pakistan. I've been, as you put it in place in your intro, I've been an overseas Pakistani as well. Lived in US, lived some time in Europe, in Middle East for quite a bit some time. Especially while serving in Middle East, working there, I had my own business there. I was also looking after Dubai Tourism Council, and I was the advisor to ruling family of Dubai. And what I have seen there is not only the scene, I have made lots of efforts for Dubai tourism to grow. The Dubai tourism growth is phenomena. And while I was doing that for Dubai, I traveled many times to Pakistan, and what I have seen there is really, really a great potential. It's a beautiful country. We have God-gifted so much stuff. You talk about mountains. We have the best mountains, the highest mountains of the world. We have those. You talk about waterfalls, we have all over. You talk about lakes, you talk about beaches, such a beautiful beaches we have. You talk about agriculture tourism. We have a great potential, which we didn't have any potential in Dubai. you talk about business tourism, anything you talk about, adventure. We have so many adventurous things, to do in Pakistan. So I was like inspired by all of that, and after seeing that, I really felt there has to be something we need to do really to promote our tourism throughout the globe, within not only within Pakistanis, overseas Pakistanis, but also to foreigners, to Britons, to Americans, to all over, everywhere. And this is how this journey started.
It's a mammoth task. Pakistan is a very important strategic and otherwise country of 250 million people, fifth largest in population. 8 of the 20 tallest peaks are in Pakistan, the northern areas, and it is an uncut diamond, really ready to be discovered by everybody. And before your channel came in fact, what I know that even I didn't know. I grew up in Pakistan and I really visited most of the northern area, including the base camp in K2. But even I didn't know so much. Jewels are spread all around. So it is key for me that why did you choose this particular kind of area to embellish Pakistan's image?
I know, that's really, but a lot of people ask me because everyone feels, and I also felt that this is not a good business decision, being a businessman. But I always say that this was passion driven, something like this you cannot do just for business. So this was something I wanted to do for a motherland, as you said earlier. We need to it's our payback time after we have, alhamdulillah, achieved so much from all over the world. But our roots comes from Pakistan. Pakistan gave us a lot of everything. Our motherland gave it to us. So we need to pay back, every Pakistani has to do that. So that was the reason. And one thing I always say that the information age we live in today, perception is everything. Reality means nothing. We have a most beautiful country, but if we don't have this, the people cannot perceive that. People cannot realize that. If our perception is not positive, if our perception is not that type of, we are a touristic country, nothing will happen really.
Yeah. Nobody will go because nobody will know.
So biggest task when we started the TV channel, so we had 2 tasks. One task was to repair, to uplift our perception. We needed to give the people confidence. And in reality, believe you me, if I share with you the numbers, Pakistan is yet, even though lots of misperception is around, but we are really one of the most peaceful countries. If you see the crime rates and everything, we don't have that type of crime rates. If you compare the entire country's crime rates with just my old city, I lived in New York, just with New York, you will see that only the New York City surpasses all the crime rates.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I mean, there's a global crime index.
Exactly.
And Pakistan is not in top 10. It's very, very interesting, especially in countries and cities like New York and even Paris and even London.
Exactly.
Knife crime, as you say, the capital of the knife crime.
Exactly.
You're right, and that is what precisely, I repeat, that we started Quews.news, and the ideology was exactly like yours, to do something for the motherland and to bring the image of Pakistan to its most pristine visage. That is what is needed. Now, going forward from this point that you have started this, but the quality of your imagery, the quality of your production is really immensely impressive. So, were you impressed by Discovery Channel and all that? Was that because Discover Pakistan, Discovery Channel, very similar? I just want to understand the thought process behind this.
Exactly. When you are targeting the global audience, so you have to uplift your content. You have to bring your content to the mark, So that's what we always kept in mind, Our competitors, we always looked up to National Geographic, we looked up to BBC Earth, we looked up to similar Discovery, as you mentioned. So these are the channels we looked up to. But the biggest challenge in Pakistan was that most of the staff we hired, they came from news channels. And in news channels, the content is so unfortunate actually. I always say that maybe the Western media, they didn't make that sort of damage to the country's perception. Then our own channels, with their ignorance or with their just not having the knowledge what they are doing, they are damaging the country with all that negativity which all day they pour in to the audience. So it was very hard to find the right people. But once we found some people, it took really a lot of time to explain to them. I made them watch so many documentaries. I made them watch so much of content of the international TV channels, so they can really see that what we are going after. These are the channels, this type of content we need to show to the global audience, so then only they will stop at our content, and that's what really paid off.
So it was a team building, and you've been a sage and a seer, and basically guiding your youth, because I know that majority of your team members, which are about 150 or thereabout, they are the young Pakistani journalists or writers or software engineers and the camera crew and all that. And I must say, hats off to them. Really, I have nothing but very high level compliments to them, for your team.
Thank you so
and
much.
Especially for you to, so your globe tottering time and living almost 2 decades in New York in America and then in the UAE, they did not go waste. So you have brought all of that knowledge, that skill, and most importantly passion, and to give it to your team.
I have tried, and not only the team. I would say that our youth is very talented, So I'm going to various universities. In many of the universities, when I go there, I explain to them the concept. They want to know, they invite me. And I explain to them what was the passion behind, what we need to do. And then every student asks me a question, what can we do? So I tell them, you can do a lot of things. In today's world, everyone goes by the mobile. I said, the kind of weapon you have in your hand, if you use this weapon positively, wherever you go, record something positive, whatever. If you see something beautiful, uplift that, just upload that on your own content. So many people would watch. And we have another thing which we have today is a cyber challenge, So we need to, because whenever somebody is going to get some information about Pakistan, they'll go on internet, wherever they are. So we need to use Discover Pakistan tag or use Visit Pakistan tag, any tag. I don't want you to market myself or my product only. Just use any of the tag with the Pakistan name on it. So put that. And not only when you see beautiful places, but when you see the people doing positive things. Because it's so unfortunate that we are just prone to negativity. We are promoting negativity. So let's start today promoting positivity. So that's where I'm motivating the youth to do that. And Alhamdulillah, as you said, we are a nation of 250 million people, and over 60% is our youth. And this youth, if we can motivate them to do the positive things, nothing can stop us, inshallah.
You are actually operating from your headquarters from Lahore, which is the second largest city, but you also have footholds in Karachi and Islamabad.
Yes, we are also based in Karachi as well as in Islamabad. Right.
And you have also started the news element of your Discover Pakistan, which is more like a current affair.
Yes, it's a current affair, but again, our news is, we focus on positive things. Because I believe, you need to spread positive energy. Because once you do that, and believe you me, at times, our news, we have recently started that, all positive news. People are really going on to our news because they are saying that we are sick of watching the negative news. So now we need to have, because our news will focus on what Pakistanis have done, what Pakistan has done, what kind of potential Pakistan has, what the overseas Pakistanis are doing. And this is really true. They are doing wonders. They are doing so much for Pakistan. So we need to highlight that. And I'm doing that, and people are really loving that. And that's really coming up really good.
You are a messenger of hope and positivity. And that's exactly what we need as a Pakistanis and as a nation, such a strategic location as we have.
Absolutely,
and we have almost a million-man army, 7th atomic power. So for this channel, I know that a lot of your content initially was in the northern area, which is heavily enforced by the Pakistan army. So did you have good support from them, especially tracking down to the mountains and especially in Pagan, Iran and Naltar and Gilgit-Baltistan?
We do, honestly. Some of our programs, they are really supported by ISPR, they are supported by the area officers, because they're really looking after so many things.
But the main thing is that they supported you. They understand the value of Discover Pakistan.
Absolutely, they
and
do.
Inaccessible areas.
They do.
Like,
I get a lot of help. Like I'll tell you, in Gilgit-Baltistan, we are the only channel which is existing there, which is having office, doing production and all of that. And that is provided, that office has been given to us by ESCOM. ESCOM is a telecommunication company by Pakistan Army, and they are supporting us a lot there. Similarly, in Kashmir, we are working very closely with them, and a lot of other areas, in FATA areas. Because in FATA, you can see that so many these tribal areas, nobody ever went there with the perspective that the kind of potential those areas has. Everybody, either is international media or a local media, they just went there to describe the terrorism and all these type of things. But actually those areas, there are so much of mining potential there. There's a tourism potential. I'll tell you, I was so much moved by one of our anchor. He went to one of the FATA area, most beautiful area I never. And these are all areas are totally eco-friendly because there's not much movement was there. All the things are protected. The nature is very well protected there. So he asked one of the tribe. He said, if I give the message to the tourists to come to this area, and what would you like to suggest? What should they bring when they come to this area? His message was so beautiful. His answer, he said that they don't need to bring anything. I just want them to bring just themselves and come here, visit. Come here. You are our guest. You live at our houses. We would love to feed you. We would love to take you around. So this kind of hospitality you cannot find anywhere, nowhere else. And this is throughout Pakistan, I tell you. Throughout Pakistan, any tourist from any part of the world, because I track my company, our TV channel, our representatives, they track the tourists, foreign tourists especially. And then they try to, and they arrange certain interviews with them. And whenever we ask them the question, how did you find Pakistani people? Believe you me, their answer is they're overwhelmed by their hospitality. So we are the most hospitable nation, really.
I would agree. I mean, Pakistan has its own hue and color of hospitality, whether you go to Punjab or Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, the tribal areas, Gilgit-Baltistan, Sindh, Balochistan, Kashmir. I think that is the beauty of Islamic culture and the Pakistani culture, that sense of sacrifice for others. And now, moving on from that point, I want to know that how is your rating in terms of, you're a new channel, just a few years old, and there are really dinosaurs kind of channels there. So how is your rating going on in terms of your viewing? Probably if you can give us some figure.
Absolutely, I would love to. I would love to. Actually, 10 out of 10. You know, the reason I said 10 of 10, meaning that if we compare to, let's suppose for the last few months, most recent months, if we compare, or even today, till date, if we compare to news channels, we remain between 10 to 11 numbers, 9, 10, 11.
And how many channels are there?
There are news channels are 37 news channels.
Okay.
So out of 37, and these are channels are like kind of, you know, old channels, you know, been there for a long time. Exactly. They have a big budgets, you know, they are elephants there. But our channel is relatively very young. It's a baby channel. But Alhamdulillah, we're getting big numbers. And if we compare to entertainment, similarly again, we remain between 8 to 10. So overall, we remain in the top 10, you know. And this is, I would say, a big achievement.
That's a massive achievement.
That within 3 years, we came to this point. And I'll say, see, our streaming goes, international streaming goes out from Canada. We are on IPTV, we are on Apple TV, we are on Amazon TV, we are on Android TV, almost all the top IPTVs, even Jadu Box, we are everywhere. And when we combine their rating, I am so much surprised sometimes. Whenever I pull out the rating, I find out today 80,000 Germans watched Discover Pakistan, more than 5 minutes. I'm like, what? We are, you know, like English is not even their language. It's a German they speak, but they like so much the views, you know. So our international viewership is so big. I can claim that and prove that we have the largest viewership internationally. Globally, everybody is watching now Discover Pakistan.
I also watch your programs, and I must say, majority of the programs that I have seen, almost all of them, the quality with the 4K recording, the angles, the choice of the subject is simply marvelous. And it's no different to the Discovery Channel or any other world premiere channels. And I think that is the importance of it, that, you know, you're not only finding the right kind of a niche to show, but also the quality is really good. So do you have I know in Europe and the world it's very important. So what is the percentage of women employee in Europe? Because I've seen a lot of employee, and I know that no nation can progress if we do not bring our women and empower them and respect and value them. So I can understand that you are actually recruiting a lot of young women there.
Yes, we are. But somehow I'm still not satisfied, honestly, with my percentage. It's about 15% at the moment of the total employment, but I'm not satisfied. I really want to hire more. The only reason is somehow the media industry in Pakistan, they really didn't focus too much on training. They just tried to be very competitive industry, and certain areas, for example, cameramen, you have a lot of cameramen, but you can't find one cameraman woman, you know, who would.
It's a male job.
It's a side. They said, you know, the editing same way now. But what I'm focusing now is that with all the universities I'm working at, I'm asking them to send me the internees, you know. And so we take keen interest in internees. We are specially to train them, and especially if they are females, you know. I personally take interest in that they are kept in a good environment, as well as they are completely trained, so they can work for our channel, or wherever they go, they can make a difference.
Probably research and development, because R&D is a huge thing.
It's a huge
I know that just before this interview, you were just telling me how keenly and strategically you are analyzing every single program of yours, personally even.
Exactly. And I'm monitoring very keenly, you know, and on daily basis we monitor our rating, we monitor our quality. We have lots of indexes which we have put in. We have brought a lot of innovation, and I'm not sure if you have seen it or not, we have become the world's first television to launch AI talk show, artificial intelligence talk show.
Oh, excellent.
Where what I have done is I have created my own AI to be the anchor of that show.
Kaiser Rafiq AI.
Kaiser Rafiq AI, yes. So, and then we had 3 other AI analysts, and we have created that entire show that is available on YouTube. Anybody can just search by world's first AI talk show and they will see that.
So everybody there is an AI.
Is an AI.
Avatar, basically.
Absolutely. And we are going toward that actually. We have worked already on many things. Very soon we will start the news based out of Avatar, as well as some programs we are designing already, which will be our regular programs based on AI, on artificial intelligence.
So how do you find time? Because I know you are a husband and a father, and you have children, which I know that if you're here with your family. So how do you find time out, considering that you have a very premium Air Force Club? I know that you have some other businesses in catering and food industry. How do you find time?
I think one just has to be a good time management, manager. So one should be able to handle the time. Otherwise, you just everything will go.
So you have developed different teams for different
exactly, and you'll be very amazed to learn that pretty soon my team wants to launch our company's AI COO, Chief Operating Officer, who would be an AI. And that would be, I own about 6-7 companies. So that AI would know every company's managers, staff and everything, their sales metrics, their everything. And that AI will take the report from everyone and then give it to me. So that's, we are making, with the innovation, we are making our life easier,
I am personally very much interested in learning more. In fact, I was thinking of doing a data science master's as well, leading to AI, but this is something new that I'm learning from you. So thank you very, very much. And I'm sure that in the future, we will have a separate show on that. Now, I know that you're very busy. So you started your journey, you're from Punjab, province of Pakistan.
Yes, exactly.
So you started your journey from a rather smaller town in Punjab. Would you like to shed a little bit of light on that? How your journey went from Pakistan to America and to overseas?
Well, it's really
and where did you study?
Not really incredible. I'm a self-made person. At the age of 18, I just after my matric, and I was in my FSC, when I left for the US.
I see. So most of your time you were away.
Time spent, I spent most of the time.
And it's only about 4 or 5 years that you.
Exactly. Yeah, I spent about quite a bit of time in the US, then other parts, and then UAE. Spent about 11 years in the UAE. And so, but the whole thing is, that one thing is clear, that Pakistanis, they are genius, they know how to do things wherever they go. I was in USA, I was at very leading positions in the US. I was in UAE, I was at very leading positions in the UAE. And then I'm back to Pakistan, and I'm trying to do, my best for Pakistan. And you see, when, mashallah, as you came to Pakistan, from Pakistan, and here, not only you have launched this great TV channel, but also you have made great progress within your field. And mashallah, so many doctors they are serving the humanity, as well as they are making really wonders. They are creating wonders here in a lot of countries, not only in the United Kingdom, but also everywhere. So that means कि where दरनम हो तो ये मिट्टी बड़ी ज़रख़ेज़ है साकी. Pakistan is a very fertile land. It has taken.
Certainly. So, I would really love to keep on talking with you and learning from you. Would you like to give a message to Pakistanis, and especially those Pakistanis who speak English, Anglophone Pakistanis, second and third generation overseas? It'd be great to hear from you directly.
Exactly, really. I would like to say that please, just once, take time out and come to Pakistan. And this time, don't only just go to relatives, just go there, but take some time out to see the beauty of Pakistan, to explore Pakistan, to discover Pakistan. And you will see that Pakistan, you will find Pakistan the most beautiful country, regardless wherever you are living. Take one vacation just for Pakistan. And I can guarantee you that you would like to go back again. Really, this is something we really need to do, because our second and third generation, they are quite a bit, I have seen that they have a disconnect, and there's a fault of their families as well. I've seen so many people, whenever I did interview, I said, okay, where did you go? He said, oh, my father took me to Khanewal, to this city, to this, or there was short of electricity, there was this problem. So I said, your father's fault, He took you to the problematic areas. Definitely go and meet your relatives. Yeah, they are everywhere, in every places, But you need to, I said, next time when you go to Pakistan, please plan 4 or 5 days out of your whole journey. 5-6 days plan for the touristic areas where really, and today in this information age, you can find our channel has put out so much videos where we show like top 10 things to see in Lahore, in Karachi, in Pakistan, and wherever you are, just see that once, just go and explore that, and you would want to explore more.
Well, thank you very much, Kaiser Sahib. It's been wonderful, and I'm so happy. And you really shared the pearls of wisdom, your journey, and most importantly, the pioneering movement that you've started for Discover Pakistan. And within a few years, which is a very small period of time, that you have brought it to not only national, but an international star. So thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Srin, for having me.
Right, so we are really pleased to have Mr. Kaiser Rafiq, an entrepreneur, a businessman, a media journalist and media mogul, I will say. But more than that, a beautiful human being with a very kind soul, which is burning with a passion, with a zeal and zest to do something for our beloved homeland, our motherland, and our country, Pakistan, which unfortunately has been marred in the recent times with a lot of controversies. But we still believe that we can do it, and it is up to all Pakistanis, especially the overseas Pakistanis, who have knowledge, skills, experience, and something special to give back to the homeland. So just like our Quews.news, Discover Pakistan is also doing a great job for the country. Please keep watching both channels. And until next, I say thank you very much. I'm Sohail Qureshi from our London studios at Quews.news.